think it's a good thing. Good thing. Why? Because over 3 years of operation now, we have been efficient, but not as efficient as we could be. Why? Because most of the time, you knew roughly what was required from you. Don't get me wrong, we had job definition, but the interaction between all the department, it was on the line that you know how it's working, but in actual fact, it wasn't clear in everybody's minds. Hence, sometimes you wouldn't really know exactly what was required from you from other department in order to do stuff. First of all, being in a work environment where every single employee knows the process, and especially the technician, because most of the time they don't get access to the daily meetings, they get to do their job, and sometimes they miss the big picture. First of all, being able as a technician in a company to know the process, or rather, even if you don't have it in the top of your head, to be able to have a single place where you can get all the info, I think that's great, that's huge. And also, as I did mention before, the interaction. Now you clearly know what are the process, who is the process owner, what you need to do to deliver your output, and also the KPIs. So not only it will help you measuring yourself, but again, overall, you are pushing towards our core, what we do, electricity. So for me, I see it as a good tool of information, process flowing, input, output, knowing exactly where we are and where we should be, hence everybody pushing towards the same direction. So many times you keep looking for stuff, even on your personal computer, and it takes you time. So if you multiply that time with the number of time where you are actually required to give an info, that's so much waste. So those two key elements, process definition, or actually three, process definition, interaction, and unique platform where I would say KPP, KPDC can be localized on, awesome. I didn't know about Abante Consultores, and I have to say it was a great concept when Robert started talking about it. But what do I think now? We first had the email exchanges. Okay, you could see where we're heading, but having them on site made a huge difference. Having you guys on site made a huge difference. Why? Because we started from actually defining processes. It's funny, you have been working, you have a good idea of what you are doing, but until someone, the consultants here, actually make you think, like a self-reflect, we are even missing some KPIs. So already having process expert allows you to look into yourself and make sure that you actually know what you're doing, although it's assumed you know what you're doing. But again, by doing the exercise, first of all, the little training or presentation, and actually sitting, and sometimes I think it's good for, I would say, non-technical people to actually come and do the job, because since they don't actually know what you're doing, it's up to you to make sure that the process it's understandable to a kid, I would say. Normally that should be the target. The process should be as easy to understand, and when you are struggling yourself trying to explain, there's a problem. So again, for me, it was awesome. Overall, excellent, awesome. And if I do change company and we have money, there's definitely Abante is coming back, and they didn't pay me to say this, so thanks.